Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. So not much happened today. I want to zoom out to the 4-hour chart. There are basically two main pathways that XRP can take. XRP hasn't yet given us a clear sense of which way it wants to go, really. What I can tell you is that there is certainly not really anything substantially bullish that shows at the moment on the chart. There is not really any bullish structure. All we have is a slight break above resistance, but so XRP is consolidating just below resistance now. We had a slight break that was a fake out, and now it's consolidating below resistance. That's all, and that's the 55.8 cent level I indicated in previous videos. As I said to you before, if we break above 55.8, it might lead to a push to 63.6. At least that will be the next level to watch. XRP's chart moves always just in corrective structures, unfortunately, so it is a little bit of a messy chart. The two main pathways. So the first one is that we have the B wave complete. So remember that we said we completed an A wave here because it was just a 3-wave move up. In July, we came down in a B wave. That's one scenario, and that bottomed here in August, and we're now starting to move up in a C wave. Now, to be honest, to consider this a C wave, we've seen all sorts of stuff with XRP, so it's obviously possible, but I need further evidence for that, okay? So that's obviously a possibility, but it would need to break above 55.8 cents next to indicate that this is what's going on. And to be honest, it's a bit of hopium, right? I mean, that can always happen if the sentiment remains positive in the crypto market. This C wave is not anything that's impossible, but it would have to move in a diagonal, and the structure would be as follows. We would have here a wave 1, then we likely had a wave 2 here. Then this would be a 3, 4, 5 in a diagonal pattern, ending diagonal. I can also give you a target then for this, for the third wave. So if we consider this a diagonal, we say, okay, this was a 1. Oops, not that. 1 second. Let's just put it onto the chart. If there was a 1, this was a 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave C. I'll make those numbers a bit larger so you can see them actually from here. So if this is, so it cannot be an impulse. Okay, it cannot be an impulse. Can't be. So let's use the fibs to identify a target for wave 3. And if we talk about a target for wave 3, then we would typically be targeting, the wave 3 of a diagonal ideally reaches the 1.236 extension level. Like that, okay, and that would be at 63 cents, okay? So that was one of the reasons why this is the next key level to watch. Yes, it can also go to, for example, the 1.618 in a third wave, in a diagonal, no problem. That would be the 70 cent level. So, but anyway, it would also in a diagonal need to push a little higher. So the first step for me to consider that we have a chance actually to push higher is a break to, well, a break above 55.8 cents and a move to 63 cents. Then we should get a wave 4 pullback and another wave 5 to the upside. But essentially, if you look at this, the wave 5 might then not move above the A wave high. So we have to consequently assume that this would only be the first wave of a much larger C wave. Okay, that would be quite bullish. After these 5 waves are complete, we can look for the ABC pullback. Same story, you know how it works. Okay, so but that is not very obvious until we get to 63 cents. And even then, it needs another higher low and a higher high. So we can track that scenario once we reach 63 cents. I think that is reasonable. Now, until then, it is very much possible that the B wave is still unfolding and that this is in fact this complex, and for some reason, this has disappeared. So that this is, one second, a WXY structure to the downside in wave B. So WXY in wave B. So, and we make that a bit larger. And that we're currently filling in this X wave. So the X wave could also reach 63 cents. But the difference is between a diagonal and this scenario, that in this scenario, we would make another lower low. So that means that as soon as we have reached 63 cents, I'm going to put a support area onto the chart that we can use to track higher prices in a diagonal. And if we then have 5 waves up, we can be more bullish on XRP. Until then, we have to keep the door open for potentially lower prices in wave Y of B. Very important, okay? So hopefully that is clear. Let me know if not. And in the X wave, we have a WXY structure. And we're now in the Y wave. Now let's zoom in. Very messy chart because it's a Y wave. So Y wave is again an ABC structure. So the idea is in the Y wave, the A wave is complete, the B wave is complete, and now we are in the C wave. Now the thing is, you could argue this can stop at any moment. So if it's really a WXY, it can finish at any time. Evidence that we are breaking down would be a break below. Let me just adjust that. Not that. Evidence that we have completed this move to the upside would be a break below 53.6 cents, followed by a break below 51 cents. Until then, I would keep the door open for higher in this structure. We could now be in a third wave of the C wave, also a diagonal, bit of a messy one. Wave 3 should reach between 59.7 and 61.7 cents. Then we should get a wave 4 and a 5, and that could all take us to 63 cents. And that is our next pivot point, our next decision point. And that's when we can take a look more closely at the bullish scenario as well. That's my update about XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.